Hi folks, it's been a while. So first and foremost, if you hear something whirring in the background, that is my space heater. It is cold. Also, the people across the street from me are working on a lumber project out of their Sprinter van. So if you hear clanking, then that's what that is. Either way, there's going to be background noise. Hello, welcome back to my channel. If not back, then just welcome. If it is your first time here, don't subscribe to me because I'm unreliable and I disappear for months at a time. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. There's more of you, I noticed. Thanks. Today I'm just going to do some makeup so that I can take some pictures and talk about mental health and self-care. First order of business, I want to talk about the direction that my channel is heading in. Because it is now February and I never finished Lookmas. Lookmas was, in a word, a flop. Basically what happened was I was working really hard to create content that I wanted to see and kind of burned myself out because I wasn't getting the views that I wanted, which I'm not an all about views kind of girl, but I am if I put let's say 4 to 6 hours of work in a video, I would like more than 20 views kind of girl. And so Vlogmas or Lookmas was just not yielding the results that I needed from it for me to feel like I was being fulfilled from it. And so I stopped. At the end of the day, YouTube is a hobby for me, and if my hobby isn't fun, I'm not going to stress myself out over it and I'm not going to do it. So what I primarily learned from Lookmas, I should come in closer maybe a little bit. What I primarily learned from Lookmas was that doing talk through get ready with me's on my YouTube channel is just not where it's at. If you're into sparkling water, this is like seltzer flavored lemonade or lemonade flavored seltzer. It's the best. You should drink it. And does that make me a bad YouTuber? Yes, it does. But until it becomes more sustainable and I start seeing more, when the business side of it, if it ever starts to pick up, then I will definitely be more regular with it. But I was losing sight of why I enjoy doing YouTube, which is just for funsies. Also, my engagement on YouTube is like pretty low. And I'm more of I'm a community over clout kind of person. Anyway, what am I saying? Basically what I'm saying is I'm more active and more engaged on Instagram. So if you ever want to hang out, ever want to chat, come on over to my Instagram because I will I'm on there every day. And I will I will certainly respond to you if you are not a creep. Instagram is more fun than YouTube. Oh man, this already kind of out of control. We'll see how this goes. I did this look the other day and I really liked it. So let's see if I can recreate it and not fudge it up. So basically the moral of the story is I'm on Instagram all the time. Let's connect on Instagram because my YouTube channel is going to be more so videos like this where I'm talking about things on my brain and also reviews. But as far as tutorials, they're mostly just going to live on my Instagram now. So when I first started back on my YouTube journey, I guess, I was like, beauty is tantamount to my self-care. It's why I do it, blah, 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 blah. What I didn't understand at the time was I was using my physical appearance to bolster my self-confidence and to basically evolve into the next version of Julia that I'm supposed to be. And now that I have done that, that messaging of beauty is tantamount to my self-care that I was preaching on earlier videos of mine rings more false. And I have since gotten better and gotten more realistic with what self-care means. I was definitely buying into the hype of take a bath, it's self-care. Buy those shoes, it's self-care. You know, the capitalist version, the consumerist version of self-care, which at the time, like I said, was needed because it was instrumental in my evolution. But I fear that I may have been preaching, just continuing to perpetuate, like, buy things and you'll feel better and your life will be better. What I have since come to learn is that self-care is hard and it sucks and I hate it. True self-care is not a band-aid fix of just buying something else to make yourself feel temporarily better. We tend to conflate it with instant gratification and self-soothing, which is not the same thing. I say self-soothing? Whatever, you guys know what I mean. Truly caring for yourself, or let me put this in terms of me. Truly caring for myself means waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Oh, too early. What am I saying? Waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning on the days where I don't have to be to work immediately, because I'm still working on getting a routine that makes me feel good for the day, setting myself up for a good day when I have to be to work at 5 o'clock in the morning. Because, guys, I have to be like up and thinking and having conversations with people at 5 a.m. and I just don't. Rewinding. True self-care is me getting up and not immediately hopping on my phone. True self-care is me exercising 3-ish times a week and not simply watching 90 Day Fiancé for hours on end. True self-care is making doctor's appointments and making an effort to leave my house, making an effort to get around outside in nature, making an effort to participate in the world with other people, because that makes for an overall happier me, a generally happier Julia. It's not as fun as getting Amazon and Sephora and ASOS boxes on my doorstep every day. It's not as easy as Postmates and Domino's delivery, but it's better for me. And like I've already said like 74 times, it's hard. It's also taking a step back and being realistic with my goals and with where I'm at and what I'm doing to reach and attain those goals, and being generally more honest with myself. I want my self-care to make me a better person, not just to make me feel better. I want there to be a tangible improvement on the quality of my life based off of those like new routines and stuff that I am creating. And I'm not good with balance. I do something hard for a while and then just stop. I burn myself out. I don't set like realistic expectations, I guess, for myself. And this is the areas of my self-care, I guess, where I can like improve. Being gentler with myself, I suppose, would be very beneficial, because when I don't get the number of likes or views or something like that that I feel like I should have gotten based on the amount of work that I put into a project, I immediately start bashing myself, and not the quality of the work that I do, but my physical appearance. And it's really, really easy to just give up and blame the algorithm instead of adapting. And I guess it's kind of like the moral of today's video is I'm adapting. This channel is changing because of the results that I am or am not yielding. I still need to learn to be nicer to myself. I didn't mention it, but I use these 2 palettes. And I just overall need to learn to be nicer to myself. My husband is constantly like, be nice to my wife, because sometimes I'm not very nice to me. And being nice to myself is part of taking care of myself, because no one is as mean to me as I am myself. And that's not right. Like, I should give myself as much, if not more, grace than I give everyone else. This video, this conversation is going to be like hella disjointed. Currently trying to figure out a way not to stress myself out over these algorithms and these views and just all of that, and not stressing myself out about how productive I'm being with my makeup and with my social media, and just remembering to do it because I love it and it's fun and it's a great creative outlet, and that if it brings me, you know, financial gain and success, fine, but if it doesn't, fine on that as well. There we go. That looks better. That's the look I was looking for. I would love it if I could talk to more of my subscribers on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, go follow me. Just search my name, Julia Lindahl, because my my actual screen name, my username, has so many stupid underscores in it. But if you just search Julia Lindahl, I'll pop up. I don't know if you could tell, but with the burgundy-ish inner corner and the powder blue eyeshadow, I'm trying to branch out and do more interesting, fun looks. I recorded like 3 Instagram tutorials and they were all like bronzy, smoky eyes, and I was like, this is boring. I don't know, I feel a shift coming in my creativity, a positive shift. I've just been thinking a lot, been like realizing things, and I was thinking back to literally 10 years ago at this point when I had my first YouTube channel, and I used to sit with my colored pencils and my notebook and sketch out what eye looks I wanted to do, and I used to do things around themes, and like I just miss being that creative with makeup. And I was also painting and writing poetry a lot more at that time too, and I'm getting back into painting. The poetry is touch and go at the best, so that's not popping off as much as I would like it to. But the painting, I'm actually getting ready to paint tomorrow, and I'm going to be painting with my husband, and we've never really done art together before, so it's going to be fun to see how that goes. And I'm like so beyond rusty with painting, so I'm going to just be doing some abstract stuff to just get feel again of working with canvas and acrylic and all of that. Real low pressure on myself. I want to be more involved in the process than in the product. Well, I guess I should definitely put some mascara on my lower lashes. Usually I hate spider lashes, but I really feel like it adds to this look today. I feel like talking to the top of my hair. If I put some oil sheen in my hair, would that make it super shiny? Because my twists are always so shiny, and then my twist outs are always just kind of like wah wah. This is actually more of like a wash and go facilitated by twist. Like twist to stretch my wash and go, you know? Anyways, do you want to watch me put on my foundation? No, probably not. I'll come back with it on. How about that? So I didn't realize how much I tanned during the summer, but this foundation is so a really fun thing that's happening IRL is I'm hosting a makeup party. I basically asked if I held a makeup party, would they come, where they come over and we put our makeup on together, we go through the steps together, I can like kind of like troubleshoot any problems that they may be having. And they said yeah, so that's happening next week, and that's so exciting. I feel like this foundation looks so orange right now. Like, yikes, 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 yikes. So when they come over, we're just going to be doing like, you know, the basics. Because they watch YouTube, like, and all that jazz. But not everybody can learn that way. / not everybody wants to learn the YouTube style of makeup. So I'm just really excited for them to come over. I'm going to have like champagne, Prosecco. Are you supposed to say Prosecco now? Is that the trendier version? Even though it's the same wine, it's just from a different region. I'm going to have bubbly and like cheese and olives and stuff. And we're just going to put on our makeup and it's going to be a fun time. And then if it goes well, hopefully it could be something that I do like regularly. Hopefully they don't get sick of me. Do I want this glossy or do I want this matte? No pink that says gloss. Because this is way more extreme than anything I would ever wear in real life. But this is for pictures, so it's fine. I would wear this eye, but not with the burgundy inner corner brow thing. And I would wear it with a nude-ish lip, and definitely not this much blush. Okay, I think I'm done. I'm gonna give you like Pat Benatar, Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. So the moral of today's story is that self-care and instant gratification are not the same thing, and it took me a minute to realize that. But here we are, and I think I'm a better person for it. And as much as I would like to promise for consistency on YouTube, I just, at this point, can't. I mean, this definitely is not like me signing off and saying goodbye forever. I'm probably going to have another video up in a couple of days reviewing something. And as always, I would love to know your opinion on the things that I'm talking about. Today felt really disjointed and incoherent, but I kind of just needed to jump back in feet first, and if I crack my ankles, I shatter my ankles, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fine. But any hoodles with poodles, thank you so much for watching. If you have made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Till next time. Bye, folks.